Hello, welcome to my hostel, my humble abode here in Amsterdam. Hey guys, my name is David Prater. We just got in on the train from Paris and let me tell you all about that real quick. It was amazing. We did first class because it wasn't too much more expensive and they treated us like royalty. The seats were incredible. They fed us so many meals. I can't even say everything. I don't remember. I'll just look at that though. Look at the view. Of course, I've already begun looking at all the different foods that we need to try to expand our palate. Really get in there and enjoy some Dutch cuisine. If I had to describe the smell of the hostel, it would be pungent, and that's expected because we are in Amsterdam where marijuana is legal to smoke. Fun fact for anybody, well, if you're watching this video, you should probably know that. So we're here at Manneken Pis, that's probably not how you say it, and we got these large oorlog fries, which apparently are the best in Amsterdam. I want you just to take a close look at this right here. It's a blend of two sauces. We have mayo and we have peanut satay sauce, and then it's topped with onions as well. It's definitely not like my regular thing that I would grab back home, and that's why I love it so much, I think. Let's keep going. Good morning from our first and really only, actually, full day here in Amsterdam. So we're here at actually one of the most picturesque corners in the entire city by my standards. And right here, we actually found the bench that Hazel and Augustus sit in the Fault in Our Stars. And to support fellow brother and vlog brother, John Green, I thought I would share that with you. And that actually brings up a really good point I think that is important to make. I did not know what to expect out of coming to the city, but in the back of my head, it's like, oh, it's just gonna be a bunch of marijuana and a bunch of sex. Like that's gonna be the entire city. And so far, that's not been my experience at all. You need to get into your head an idea of what's gonna happen, but then don't expect it to go that way. Just let a city happen to you. I think that's a much better way to travel. Personally, I choose to let a city happen to me by eating that city. And not necessarily the good food at all. I don't know. In Amsterdam, you see these restaurants all over the place. They're called FEBO, and it's just like a vending machine deli, right? And so I went in and I asked, what is the most popular? What's the most famous option here? And he said it's definitely the beef croquette. So that's what I grabbed. I don't know what to expect, and that excites me. Online, I saw a review, and it said that this is the closest thing you're going to find to deep fried gravy, and I think that hits the nail on the head perfectly. I've never tasted anything like this in my life. And I think I'm gonna continue this weird food train. Last night we got the fries that had the satay sauce and the mayo on it. And I think tonight I wanna try out this curry ketchup that they have, again with mayo. And I understand that all of this food would make a lot more sense if I was already high and I had the munchies. And I'm not, but I don't think my stomach knows the difference. One of the best business decisions I think I've seen here is all the dessert shops setting up right next to all of the coffee shops. It is a prime location. People will go into the coffee shop for hours, get totally blazed out of their mind, and finally they'll walk outside and what do you know, you have waffles for days. And this is actually Rebecca's first waffle sundae of any kind, so we're gonna get her first bite on camera.
Got the ice cream, the Nutella, the waffle.
She likes it. She really likes it. And that'll bring us here to our final day in Amsterdam. And right now we're at this famous street market that I don't want to even try to pronounce because I don't want people to get mad because I can't pronounce it. And one of the most exciting parts of any street market is just all of the food you can find. We're starting off here. We have a part of a stroopwafel left. Let me explain this to you. Pretty much they take a little piece of dough, a tiny piece of dough, and they press it out on a waffle press. And then they get this great buttery, amazing brown sugar type syrup, and they spread that in between two of these guys. And let me tell you, it is a beautiful experience. And then we moved on, and Rebecca here got some chicken wings. What'd you think of that?
They were so good. They don't have ranch in Europe. We found some sort of sauce close enough for me, and this Midwest stomach right here is very, very happy.
I don't think she knows what mayonnaise means. And as well, I got a broodje herring, which is pretty much just a raw herring sandwich. It is extremely sweet, the fish is. And then they put some pickles and onions on that, and I'm gonna miss this place. I am. You know, you could talk about the weed all day long, you can talk about the sex shops, but when it comes down to it, the food, that's what brings me places, that's what keeps me places. So we finally found the sign. I think I'm gonna go sit on the D for my name. That's not how I want it. Okay, well, I did make it to a top of a letter, and you will never know which letter that is because you can't see what the letters are from up here. It is the D, actually. This is the stick part of the D, and so I'm here. An ode to my name. So another fun food fact about Holland, about the Netherlands, about Amsterdam, is that cheese is popular here. And it's one of those things like you don't know what to expect until you actually go there and you see how much cheese is available. So yesterday, we went to this amazing cheese shop. Awesome place. And they let me sample a few kinds, and I ended up getting this weekly special, like, pre-made package of different kinds of cheeses. And here we have some old farmer's Gouda, some very old Gouda with cumin, and old goat cheese. And it really makes sense because, like, Gouda is in Holland, it's in the Netherlands, and so Gouda cheese comes from there. Edam is another Dutch cheese. I'll say I finished all my cheeses. My favorite one was probably the goat cheese. It was very sweet, much like the sheep cheese that I tried yesterday. Last night it was really cool. We went to the Anne Frank house, and that is not something that I would have filmed anyway, but then they said, hey, by the way, don't film or photograph anything. And you know, I'm all right with that. Like, I'm really happy. There's a lot of people paying respects in there. There's a lot of people who have a more emotional experience even than me, and I would hate to impose on their right to have that experience because I'm shoving a camera in everything that they're trying to look at. And as well, I don't really want to bring a somber tone to this video. Like, that's not the goal. So I respect it, I recognize it, and I really enjoyed going through it, and I recommend that you do if you ever come around here. As well, we went through the red light district. I didn't know whether or not to talk about that. I knew definitely not to show anything, because one, it's illegal, and two, I would probably get this video removed from YouTube for like nudity or something. I'll explain to you what a red light district is though first. Essentially, it's just an area where prostitution is legal, and they hang out in the windows of these storefronts, and they pretty much just sit there and try to entice the men walking by. You know, it's an admirable profession. I couldn't do it. I hope they enjoy what they do. They're like light little fluffy pancakes with melted butter and icing sugar all over the top of it. They look phenomenal. All right, I'm gonna go right here, I think. This guy. Here we go. Oh my God. Oh my. You don't want to see the rest of this. What I'm about to do is going to be disgusting, so I will see you very soon. It really was great. It was fantastic. And the reason this shop was so incredible is because they used to be a street vendor. They used to go to fairs and stuff and set up shop out in the street. Then finally they're like, hey, we have enough money, let's make an actual permanent location. But they're still using all the same equipment. So it was really like getting the street quality in a restaurant. It was still authentic enough for me. And before I put a closure to eating my way through Amsterdam, I need to try one thing. And a lot of people might get mad at this, but it kind of goes right in line with my frozen dinner dates. I want to get a stroopwafel McFlurry from McDonald's. Now, you saw us have the actual stroopwafel. It stands for syrup waffle, by the way. Now we're gonna do it a little bit different. And there it is in all of its McDonald's goodness. I'm gonna try this thing. I know for many it's blasphemous, but I don't really care. It looks delicious. Can you suck it out of here? I've never actually had a McFlurry, I don't think. It's not a straw. Yeah, I'm not going to complain about it. Yeah, I like that. Okay, all right. And what do you think of it, huh?
It's good. A lot colder than the original.
That's good. It's hot outside. And that, I suppose, is going to be my last bite of Amsterdam. If I could have eaten anything more, probably some eggs Benedict so I can get some good hollandaise sauce in me. Other than that, maybe like a stamp pot or something. If you are Dutch, let me know what I'm missing out on by not getting certain foods. Let me know what I did right, what I did wrong. Obviously, let me know the words I don't know how to say because you're better at that than I am. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It goes a long way. With everything that I've done, all of my food, all of my travels, everything that has happened in Amsterdam, I'm gonna go. So yeah. Bye?